Welcome back to the Ambition Over Fear portal. I'm Atlas Opia and I help people expand their interdimensional knowledge. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing one indication that you're going through a portal of change right now. If you feel like all of the triggers and subconscious patterns you've been healing and working on throughout the past year or 2 years are all showing up at the same time, and it feels as if you can't catch a break as you're moving throughout your day, and it feels as if there is this large amount of energy on top of you, what this truly means is that you're moving into the final sequence of letting go of the old you to bring in the new you. And if you watch until the end of this video, I'll give you more information on how to move through this with more grace, trust, and emotional availability for yourself. And also, I'm going to offer you a powerful, magical gift towards the end of this video, an offer that I think you'll truly resonate with at your heart center. So definitely tune in. And if you're back on this channel or if you're new here, subscribe, because I take interdimensional consciousness and structure it in a way that can be digested by the mind, so you can truly apply your spiritual knowledge as a way to enhance Earth instead of just intellectualizing the information, having it seep and fall deeply into your DNA. So to get right to it is first understanding timelines, okay? Now what you want to imagine this as is a CD player that is changing out CDs, that your interdimensional soul is here, and throughout your past you have encountered certain experiences that have collected together to make the idea of you and how you see the world. And as we move through life and we fight with ourselves and that part of our subconscious mind, we sort of have this redeemable quality that we will rise. So we begin to attach more to the energy itself, and it feels solid. But the truth is, everything is just energy vibrating so quickly that it looks solid. You are experiencing reality from two different dimensions. The metaphysical side, from your soul's consciousness, is letting you know that everything is just information. And everything solid you see in your world is energy that has manifested to become solid. And this energy holds information behind it. And there's not really a feeling of you needing to create or summon so much to bring something new in your life, but just you realizing that reality is fluid and you're just choosing to align or non-align with certain energies. And the moment you think of a timeline that you want, realize that this story, this reality, already exists in the quantum realm, because you're able to think of it. Whenever something comes into your consciousness, it is real on the quantum realm. Your imagination is you creating things with your beautiful individuality, but oftentimes as humans, we think imagination is not real, or we've been programmed to think so based on how we grew up. But the imagination means what you're seeing, feeling, or doing is real in that metaphysical realm. So that can kind of help you understand that to move where you want to go, it's simply aligning with that energy. And while you're dealing with the old energy, you're simply going to choose that this is no longer part of your system, that you are not resonating with this frequency anymore, that you're choosing something different. that you're changing the movie you're watching in a metaphorical way, or you're changing the song being played, or like my earlier metaphor, you're changing the CD in the CD player. When you can view reality as a swapping in and out of energy, you can become more in tune with your metaphysical gifts to change energy itself and not see it as solid. But remember, things seem solid because from our mind, body, and identity, our human self, and that third dimensional layer of consciousness, everything has to appear solid so we can take part in this third dimensional hologram and matrix and really have a world that is put together and functional. So you're walking around and everything seems to be intact. Okay? So always remember that you're experiencing reality from two different dimensions, and always ask yourself, if you feel like there is struggle, what dimension am I looking at reality from? You might need to ground yourself or come more into your body and feel your manifestations from a third dimensional level. That means you come down. You might need to go up into the higher dimensions and choose that alternate timeline and know that you can swap in and out of different realities at any given time. Okay? But when you are growing, you will face old energy that comes up. Now you can imagine timelines like this. You remember possibly when you were younger and you were forced to draw a mind map, okay? And this mind map had branches that were going out. The center circle is your soul, and the branches into each smaller circle are different timelines. So you don't exist completely in one timeline. You have connections and energy in multiple timelines. You can have a larger percentage of your consciousness being in one timeline, but you always have those connections to the past. So when that old timeline comes up, it is basically a sign that you are now choosing to put a larger percentage of your consciousness in that new timeline, and the old timeline is being moved out of its space, so it wants to show itself again to make you aware of it so you can make the decision on what to do with it. Okay? In that moment, you look at that part of you with a sense of compassion and curiosity and love. You imagine that the old you is sitting right across from you as a form of consciousness, and you're truly speaking to it with a sense of compassion, and you're telling the old you that, hey, all these things that occurred are causes and effects. It is okay that you did these things, experienced these things, and became this way. I forgive you. Because that was a part of my journey on this planet. It's not about good or bad, but the interesting way you take what has happened to you and you align it with empowerment towards your final destination and where you're going. Okay, so keep that in mind as you're moving through your day. And when you're going through these times where you can feel the new timeline and the old timeline gets stronger, it means that you're about to switch which timeline you're dominantly in, which timeline a majority of your consciousness is placed in. Even though you might have connections to other timelines, it's about choosing which one you're focusing more energy in. So realize that so you're less hard on yourself in this moment. And also I want to tell each and every single one of you that is a powerful soul, a galactic being in a human body, wondering how to move forward in this life in a way that complements your soul's potential so you can truly experience more creativity on this planet and live through your purpose. That I hear you, my heart is with you, I've been there, and that is why I'm offering a free coaching session at this moment. At this time, I'm offering a special deal to any starseed in the world to come learn more about yourself, learn what's blocking you into feeling your full potential, and understand how to use some interdimensional skills, which are a unique way for you to change and interact with energy in the metaphysical realm so you can experience a direct result in the physical. It's all about spiritual application. So you came into your spiritual power, so then you can change energy depending on what you want to see in this physical. You came into your awakening to better your time on this planet, and let me show you 3 powerful techniques that can help you feel protected, feel more alive, and feel more control of where you're going. So click the link in the description down below. There's no judgment on where you're at, who you are, what you're going through. I'm here in a vulnerable state with an open heart. Just take the leap and you'll find out something new and powerful about yourself. And I'll include information about your starseed reincarnation, who you were and what you did, and I'll give you energy healing to update your system to where you want to go. So click the link in the description down below, book a call with me, get your free session now while this offer is still standing. And I got love for every single one of you for showing up and expressing your true power. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this next age of spiritual power and integration. All right, bye.